last for the year. Dear brothers and sisters. So, tonight we're going to continue our series or our episode of studying the basic holistic understanding of the revelation. And yesterday we finished the fifth condition for a prayer to be valid. And we talked about the last two conditions, which were facing the Qibla and need, the intention. Now, what is the evidence that you have to face the Qibla? Who would provide us with an evidence from the Quran? فولي وجهك. That's the commandment. فلنرى تقلب وجهك في السماء. Actually, we have how many commandments? Do you know how many? 3. We have 3. The first one is فلنرى تقلب وجهك في السماء فلنولينك قبلة ترضاها فولي وجهك شطر المسجد الحرام. Then we say to him وإن كثيرا الله جل وعلا وإن كثيرا يقول وإن الذين أوتوا الكتاب لا يعلمون أنه الحق من ربهم إلى أن قال سبحانه وتعالى وما أنت بكتابه إلى أن قال سبحانه الذين آتيناهم الكتاب يعرفونه كما يعرفون أبناءهم وإن فريقا منهم يكتمون الحق وهم يعلمون الحق من ربك فلا تكونن من المنكرين بكل وجه مولية فاستبقوا الخيرات والله يرزقكم جميعا أينما تكونوا يأتي بكم الله جميعا ثم الله يرزقنا أي خلاله. نعم ثم قال سبحانه وتعالى بعدها فولي وجهك شطر المسجد الحرام وإنه للحق من ربك وما الله بغافل عما تعملون وحيثما كنتم ولوا وجوهكم شطرا لئلا يكون الناس عليكم حجة. 3 commandments shows you that it is an important thing. So that's been the evidence. However, we have situations that we are giving you access to not face the Qibla. So what are the 3 conditions for us that it's allowed for us not facing the Qibla? Namely that we face wherever we want. And every condition you give, I want it with an evidence. I want it to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with an evidence. No, before that, now tell me the condition. After that, here's the evidence. So then the first condition, that you are a traveler. That's the first one. Exactly. Now, what is the evidence for that? Has done what? Which one of them? Exactly. As Abdullah bin Umar radiallahu anhuma reported. Anas radiallahu anhuma reported. Amir bin Rabi'a radiallahu anhu reported. Anas radiallahu anhu regarding his mother. Anyway, so that's then the evidence. That's the evidence. So these are the 3 situations where it's allowed for us not to face the Qibla. However, it is highly recommended that you face the Qibla when you start the takbir. Allah Akbar, then you go wherever the mount you go. Okay? In Hadith Anas radiallahu anhu. Also, of the things that we discussed, he said, okay, then also we have another situation that it is that you are given the license to not face the Qibla. Yeah. Or we would say, when you are unable to face the Qibla. Okay? That's the general statement. And the which you can establish the rule. When you are unable to face the Qibla for a reason or another, then it is not, we are given the license not to face the Qibla. Now, give us some examples, then provide the evidence. Abu? Abu? يا أبا زيد يا أبا زياد يا أبا زياد for a reason or another. A real fear. Yeah. is the evidence? قال تعالى فإن خفتم فرجالا أو ركبانا فإذا نسبت صلى الله عليكم أن تكونوا تعلمون. إن خفتم قال ابن عمر رضي الله عنهما what he said face the qibla or not. Okay. Also, what else? Give us another situation where you are a person or a servant, a slave, can face the qibla. Qibla لا يستطيع أن يستقبل. Yeah, you know. You don't know. Then it's allowed for you to and face the direction. What about if you discover that you're wrong? We say, if you are in a city, according to the author, if you are in a city, then you have to refute it. If you are a traveler, then you don't refute it. But would we agree with this? No. We disagree with this. We say we're doing different here. We're doing different here. If you make the best educated guess, then it was apparent to you that you were wrong, then alhamdulillah, that's what you were commanded to do. لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. Also, we have a specific evidence that the Prophet ﷺ that it was a cloudy night, very cold, before Salat al-Fajr. They were told that the time had commenced, but they were confused about the direction of the Qibla. What they did, they made the best they could get that they could. Then for that they could. After that, he said, after the sun rises, we knew that we were wrong. And the Prophet ﷺ didn't command them to repeat it. He didn't command them to make it up. Therefore, we say we don't distinguish. And if you distinguish, you have to provide evidence. When you have evidence, you have to negate it. You have to answer it. You have to respond to it. And they are saying that he was troubled. But he's saying that he didn't distinguish. Because once you distinguish, you have to provide evidence. He didn't say, unless now I have allowed you to do it, but if you are in a footing or if you are in an urban area where you can access the Qibla, you can access the means, the outlet in which you can know the Qibla, then you can do it. Or you have to repeat it. Then صلى الله عليه وسلم do that. وتأخير البيان عن محل الحاجة ينزل منزله العموم في المقام. Do you remember this? هذه قاعدة يا إخوة تعب عليها بالنماذج. تستطيع أن تجيب بها من يعرف. إذا قال لا تأخذوا ذلك. You say, well, the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم was commanded, يا أيها الرسول بلغ ما أنزل إليك من ربك. And he did, he صلى الله عليه وسلم did make balan. In the situation where we expect him to tell us, or otherwise, then we conclude that he صلى الله عليه وسلم wanted us to continue on this general route. The exception has to be provided. If it's not, then we understand that he's going to continue. Okay? Okay. Yes, okay. Like this? No, you have to repeat. You have to repeat. Because he can make, especially if there's a God here. Yeah. You know, we have to repeat it. Keep asking, like with the Sahaba of the Allah, when the direction of the Qibla was changed, the delegate that the Prophet ﷺ sent to the people in Qudamah, he said to them that the direction of the Qibla has been changed. So they just turn back to the hospital. And that's why we do that. It is allowed to talk to those people who are saying if there is a need. No, you can't change. If he does not understand your language or you can't communicate for him to use that or whatever, you need to do it. Yes? it's needed. But first of all, you have to talk to them. Or you have to talk to him or her. Then, if he does not do that, now you have done the thing that you are commanded to do. If he does not hear or if he does not understand you, then you go and change. And that's what I'm saying. Like what this Sahabi, when he talks to the Sahaba, he won't answer you. He won't say, okay, yes, thank you, and then he continue. He won't do that. But you say, جزاك الله خيرا مثلا باليمين قليلا مثلا تقول له هكذا ثم تبلغ بخلاف ذلك ثم هو يجب عليه اذا كنت ثقة عنده يجب عليه ان يستمع ولا استمر على ما هو عليه فإن صلاته لا تصح. If you continue while he is trusting you or you have some doubt and now you are considered to be a muwajjih. So he has to obey what you're talking about, what you're ordering him to do. That's right. Qudamah. But he can change the that's what the scholars say, that you talk to him. You say it means your direction. جزاك الله خيرا اعتذر قليلا يميل الى اليمين الى اليسار. احنا باللغه عندنا نقول قياما هكذا. That's how we say. So he talks to him. He can let's go to the Imam and the Qawdin and then the Imam and the Sunnah. But he talks to them. Okay? Now, it's not about that. Even now, let's say now that you have discovered after the sun rises that you made the salah without tahara. You unanimously have to repeat it, even if you know that at 9 minutes. Not anyway. Okay, unanimously, by consensus, by unanimous. Okay. قال رحمه الله. Okay, so these are the substance. Okay. قال فإن كان قريبا منه لزمت الصلاة إلى عينه وإن كان بعيدا فيرجع فيها. Now we're talking about the direction, okay? Now, if you are close to the Kaaba, what do we mean? Yes. Exactly. Meaning that if we have a line, if we have a segment, it's going to go straight towards it. You have قوله تعالى فولي وجهك شطر المسجد الحرام. And wajh here means the front interior view. It's not just this, because if you do this in Salah, you will say it won't be invalid. That's makruh unless there is a haja. But if you do like this, your prayer will be invalid. لأنه يدل على فولي وجهك من المواجهة. Okay. But if you can't see it, then you are commanded to do what? To face the direction. As we said that the direction is wide. Why? Because from at an angle, when it goes from its summit degree, it's going to expand. And that's why the Prophet ﷺ said, ما بين المشرق والمغرب قبلة. The direction between the east and the west is Qibla. And that's for the people, the inhabitants of Wales, of Medina. Because Mecca will be to the south, so between the east and the west is their Qibla. But what about if you are here? What is the direction between what and what? I think we mentioned that yesterday, right? Huh? Exactly. Between the northeast and the southwest. And what do you prefer? The northeast. And we explained that, I think, after you move. والسبرينج geographically and also أكثر من nucleus. Okay? So it's going to take a long time. You can consult anyone and do it. But if you put them up, you will. It's a south. It's a. No. Okay. We appreciate it as well. On our head. We really appreciate it. We really like. And if we go with that, alhamdulillah, like what we say. But astronomical speaking, I mean, I did it myself. If we want to go, any altitude that is above 43 and north of the equator and down, it's south, northeast, because of the tilt, because of the tilt we have. But if someone, I know that it's a contentious issue that should be resolved institutionally, especially here. It is. Yeah, but I'm not that they are wrong, but let's say that someone comes to this method and he is to pray in another method to the direction of the southwest, and he is adjusted to that. And when he feels that his prayer is not acceptable, because well, this is my opinion. You have to go with it or get out of the method. And I just said, that's one thing. It's contentious. So he's gonna return that to you, and we're gonna both be in jail. Okay. I don't think so. Yeah, to the right. Yeah, where they are praying, to the right, and where they are praying to the south, west, meaning that they are going to face the north, but they're going to face the northwest. If they are praying 23 degrees. What is their direction? Okay, what is the state? Is it north, east, or southwest? Yeah, where? Where, to the northeast or to the northwest, southwest? No. Okay. So, no, it's important. It's important to discuss it. Why? In order to appreciate that if, like what I said yesterday, it is very difficult to say that someone who is facing the direction of the southwest, that his prayer is invalid. But if what we prefer, according to a very meticulous, precise calculation, the southeast, the northeast is the more preferable. Actually, the higher recommended just because of this direction. Now, but if you face it in the south, yes, you're going to say, because, the earth is here, it's long, so wherever you go, but because of the tilt and the tide of the moon, that's what we're anyway. Okay, so that's enough for sure. I discussed about the intention, and this is very clear, alhamdulillah. Then it says, rahimahullah, babu adab al-mashi wa al-salah. Babu adab al-mashi wa al-salah. Chapter on the etiquette of walking prayer. I'm not sure about this translation. Etiquette. Where is writing? Etiquette. Babu adab al-mashi wa al-salah. Yeah. Yeah, but you can adab al-etiquette of walking prayer. Anyway, it's a French word, by the way. It's not an English. قال يستحب المشي إلى الصلاة بسكينة ووقار. It is recommended to walk to the prayer with tranquility and dignity. And that's what the Prophet said. قال عليه الصلاة والسلام حديث أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه في الصحيحين إذا أقيمت الصلاة فامشوا وعليكم السكينة والوقار في لفظ مسلم في لفظ مسلم إذا أقيمت الصلاة فامشوا وعليكم السكينة والوقار فما أدركتم فصلوا وما فاتكم فاتوا. When the iqamah of the prayer is done or made, walk in tranquility and waqar, dignity, in a good manner. Because Nawawi rahimahullah explained it, he's saying tranquility means that your limbs, your hands, your head, your feet, that they are tranquil. You don't walk like this. And al-waqar, he said, in your heart, that you are going hungry, because we're going to keep Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, as-sakina wal-waqar means, the sakina is talking about what? As-sakina talks about the limbs, al-jawar. And al-waqar is talking about what? Al-qalb. Okay? So, it is recommended. However, Imam Ahmad rahimahullah says that if you are afraid that you're going to miss the first rak'ah, not the takbiratul ihram, but the first rak'ah, then there's no problem that you increase your speed. قال ما لم يقدر. But it's not that you're going like this, like you're chasing a trail. No, don't do it like this. And unfortunately, if you see it in Masajid al-Muslimin, it's right away. Actually, some of them, I know, that they are waiting for the Imam until he makes the Qudamah. And they are on their homes. And when the Imam makes the Qudamah, Bismillah, it's a wet one. He makes the loop. Then, run. وهذا فإنه يحرم الفعل لقوله صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا أقيمت الصلاة فامشوا وعليكم السكينة. And this is a commandment. فامشوا وعليكم السكينة. Walk. You walk. You don't run. Why? First of all, that's like what he said. It's a truth. You have to be wise because you are going to take on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Imagine that you have a meeting with a supervisor or whatever, a very important person. And you're coming to him, running. What are you doing? Is this considered polite? Is this considered a good manner? Civil manner? Absolutely not. So what about if they're going to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And they're coming running like this? That's not a polite way of doing it. Secondly, when you come running, when you start the prayer, you'll start what? Right? You're going to breathe. You're traveling. And first of all, you want to realize what you are reciting. And if you realize you're going to raise your voice, you're going to talk to those who are next to you. So just don't do it. Obeying the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. إِذَا أُقِيمَتِ الصَّلَاةُ فَامْشُوا وَعَلَيْكُمُ السَّكِينَةُ. However, if you are afraid that you're going to miss the rak'ah, then you need to increase the speed a little bit in order to realize the rak'ah. Don't run. Alhamdulillah. قوله صلى الله عليه وسلم فما أدركتم فصلوا وما فاتكم فأتموا بلفظ فصلوا. We don't want to discuss about فأتموا فصلوا. It's not in the Mullah. But now you have known that you should not run. You should come with a very polite manner. with tranquility and dignity, like what we translated here. You should also be eager to realize تكبيرة الإحرام. قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم كما عند المسلمين: من أدرك تكبيرة الإحرام 40 يوما كانت له براءة من النار ومن النفاق. If you realize تكبيرة الإحرام جزاك الله خيرا، رفع الله قدرك، أحسن الله إليك، ما شاء الله. جزاك الله خيرا. So the Prophet ﷺ is saying that whoever makes تكبيرة الإحرام with an imam for 30 days, he has true exoneration, true bara'ah, that he is given to the amnesty. Okay? First, from the land, from the hellfire. Secondly, from the nifaq. Because the munafiq, he can't make it. Wallahi, he can't make it, brothers and sisters. المنافق كما قال جل وعلا: ولا يأتون الصلاة إلا وهم كسالى يراءون الناس ولا يذكرون الله إلا قليلا. يقول الرسول: لو يعلم المنافقون، وإذا أثقل الصلاة على المنافقين صلاة العشاء وصلاة الفجر ولو يعلمون ما فيهما لأتوهما ولا الحظوة. يقول النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام: مثل المنافق كمثل الرجل يقوم يركب الشمس حتى إذا قاربت على الغروب قال فنقرها لا يذكر الله فيها إلا قليلا. So they can't make it. For 40 days. For 40 days they pray every تكبيرة إحرام. المنافقون they can't do it. Why they can't do it? Yes, that's what we mean. Meaning that you realize them with the imam if you are able to do that. If you have the reason is to prove that Allah يعلم ما في قلوبكم كما قال سبحانه وتعالى. But it means that you can make it, but you can't, but you don't. That's a very important. That's a very important thing. Also, the Prophet ﷺ said: صلاة الرجل في جماعة تقبل على صلاته في بيته وفي سوقه ب25 ضعفا. وفي لفظ ب26. وفي لفظ عند البخاري ب27. قال العلماء رحمه الله باختلاف ما قام في قلبه. قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: وذلك أنه إذا توضأ فأحسن وضوء ثم خرج إلى المسجد لا يخرجه إلا الصلاة، وفي لفظ لا ينهجه إلا الصلاة. لم يخطو خطوة إلا كتبت له بها حسنة وحطت عنه بها خطيئة. فإذا دخل المسجد فجلس في مصلاه، فإذا دخل المسجد فصلى ثم جلس في مصلاه لم تزل الملائكة تصلي عليه: اللهم صل عليه، اللهم اغفر له، اللهم ارحمه ما لم يكن. قال ما لم يكن. هذا حديث خرجه البخاري ومسلم عن ابي هريره وعن ابي سعيد وعن عبد الله بن عمر رضي الله عنه. رواه حديث وارث واضح خير. أين المتنافسون؟ Where the competitors? أين المسارعون؟ Where the eagles? So we should do. Also the Sahaba radiallahu anhum وارضاهم used to be in the masjid before the adhan, the majority of them. They used to be in the masjid reading before the adhan. What is the evidence? The evidence is that Anas radiallahu anhu said that when the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when Bilal radiallahu anhu made the adhan for Salat al-Maghrib, we went to the place of the masjid in order to pray through rak'ah before al-Maghrib. The ulama rahimahullah deduced that they were in the masjid radiallahu anhum warḍahum waiting for the prayer. And the Salaf rahimahullah used to say that بئس العبد الذي يصبر حتى ينادى. بئس العبد هذا الذي ينتظر حتى ينادى. So they used to be in the masjid before the adhan. And you know, mashallah, I'm a lawyer in my city, that for more than 70 years, I swear by Allah, for more than 70 years, that's what he's reporting, that's what is reported to me, and that's what I observe. Whenever I go to that masjid, he is just there before the adhan. He's just there before the adhan. He's guilty. You know, when I was, one of my jama'ah, he just, came before the, Muazzin said to me, I never came to the masjid, but he would come with me, or I will come while he is opening the masjid. قلوب متعلقة بالله، ولهذا قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: سبعة يظلهم الله في ظله يوم لا ظل إلا ظله. وذكر منهم: ورجل قلبه معلق بالمساجد. رجل قلبه معلق بالمساجد. كم زي تكفير؟ يعني مو تقول معلق. لا I don't want to make this connotation. رجل قلبه معلق بالمساجد. معلق يا أخي. طيب in the masjid. Yeah, almost. لا تقول علقة. You say علقة. Okay, link. Okay, to the masjid. Why? Because we find the Lord. قال الله سبحانه وتعالى: الله نور السماوات والأرض. مثل نوره كمشكاة فيها مصباح في زجاجة. الزجاجة كأنها كوكب دري يوقد من شجرة مباركة زيتونة لا شرقية ولا غربية يكاد زيتها يضيء ولو لم تمسسه نار. نور على نور يهدي الله بنوره من يشاء ويضرب الله الأمثال للناس والله بكل شيء عليم. ماذا قال بعدها؟ في بيوت أذن الله. إذا أردت أن تجد هذا النور وين؟ في بيوت أذن الله وأن ترفع ويذكر فيها اسمه تسبح له فيها بالغدو والآصال رجال لا تلهيهم تجارة ولا بيع عن ذكر الله وإقام الصلاة وإيتاء الزكاة يخافون يوما تتقلب فيه القلوب والأبصار. قلوب معلقة بالمساجد. When the time for prayer, it's time for prayer. فهذا قالت عائشة رضي الله عنها that the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم used to be with her. When she was asked, what did he used to do in his home for Aisha? He said, كان كرجل من الناس يرفع ثوبه ويخطف نعله ويقلب الشعر. قالت: فإذا أذن المنادي للصلاة لم يعرفوها. على صحيح. This is the time for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the equilibrium, brothers and sisters in life. That you have, perfect time. You've got to put yourself first. Why? فإذا قضيت الصلاة فانتشروا في الأرض. الله أكبر. Look, balance in life. Not more. Or you go to, you put yourself and live in monotony. Yeah, time it's about balance. It's about balance. And one of them is this. When it's time for prayer, it's time for prayer. Prayer. You don't play with it. It's time for prayer. It's time for prayer. نسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يعيننا وإياكم على هذا. قال: ويقارب بين خطاه. He takes short steps. What about this? السلف رحمه الله used to do it. إن الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم said: أين أحبك؟ فالجد الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول: لا تكف. You don't know of any innovation that Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم did it. Therefore, we're saying that it is not for us. It is not that it is not recommended. It is not preferred. Just do it the way it's done. And this will be written in your record. كما قال جل وعلا: إنا نكتب ما قدموا وآثارهم. You know the story of Bani Qudamah, الصحيح, that their homes were far away from the masjid, And they were planning to move closer to the masjid. Then the Prophet ﷺ knew that what they were planning. When he knew ﷺ said to them, زِيَارَكُمْ بَنِي سَلِمَةٍ تُكْتُبْ آثَارُكُمْ. Stay there. آثَارُكُمْ. Your food will be written to me. We're going to find it. We're going to find it. So therefore we say that don't make it hard. Walk the way that you are. So if you can come to the masjid, walk in, do it. Shaykh Muhammad al-Azmi, he used to walk daily, more than 8 kilometers, daily. Okay? Until he was in his 70s. Daily he was doing that. How? Walking to the masjid. He used to walk to the masjid. And, even once, and the king Khalid, he visited him. And after praying Salat al-Asr, he waited for him because, he can't reconcile that. He can't reconcile that. If you stop and for him, I will give you a right, but, he can't. You can't. It's, a man of principle. He can't, just neglect it. He will walk. And once King Khalid visited him, and it's recorded. And when he visited him, he was waiting for him. He said that he knew that he was going to come to his home. Because he visited the province that we live in, and he said, I will, sit by and, look around for Muhammad. Then he came to him because he prayed in a Jannah Kabir. Then he went to his wife because he thought that he would be there, welcoming him and asking. But he didn't find him. So he stood there waiting for him. And they used to say to him, خلنا نشوف الملك اشتريك يقولوا لي the king is waiting for you now. I will walk. Oh, there is sunnah. But he made it as habit, and he wants to go. Never. Until that's it. So daily. And this is like he wants to neglect it. He will just continue with it. So that's what we're saying. If you are able to come, walking, do it. A lot of reward. If you can do it, do it. قال ولا يشبك أصابعه. Do not interlace his fingers. What do we mean by that? He does not interlace his fingers. Meaning to do it like this. And the Prophet ﷺ said that. He said sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, إِذَا تَوَضَّى أَحَدُكُمْ لِلصَّلَاةِ. Look, to prepare you for the salah. We want you for these 15 minutes to be totally prepared for this prayer in order to have it success. Because the salah, Allah didn't say, do the salah. He said, أقم الصلاة. Perform the salah. If you perform it, it's not just Allah Akbar. It's not prayer. This is like, exercising. This is a great ibadah. كما قال جل وعلا اتل ما اوحي اليكم من الكتاب واقيموا الصلاه ان الصلاه تنهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر ولذكر الله اكبر ولذكر الله اياكم بالصلاه اكبر من ذكركم الله سبحانه وتعالى. So it's a great ibadah. So the Prophet says, إذا توضأ أحدكم ثم خرج إلى المسجد فلا يشبك بين أصابعه فإنه في صلاة. Because as if he is in a prayer. So don't think it. This is makruh, we will do it all. Makruh meaning that it's his life. And then by default, in a prayer. Okay? In a prayer, like this. أعوذ بالله يتململ من الصلاة. If he is making, if the imam is making it longer or for whatever reason that you're tired of, and alhamdulillah, but بعض الناس والعياذ بالله بس يعني الصلاة ثقيلة. إذا نفس البلوتوث أنا بكتب والعياذ بالله. Those are the people who the prayers are difficult. Life has a huge challenge. And they just want to do it, alhamdulillah. No, this is not the way to pray. Allah, if you pray that for you, Allah does not need your prayer. It's yours. It's for the benefit of us. قال ويقول بسم الله الذي خلق من فهو يهدين الآيات إلى قوله لما الله بقلب سليم. He's saying in the name of Allah who has created you, and it is He who guides you. To whose saying, except Him who comes to Allah with a clean heart. And that's Surah Al-Sha'ara. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about Ibrahim, saying, وإذا مدت فهو يهدين إلى قوله إلا ما أتى الله بقلب سليم. But there is no proof for that. There is no proof for it. There is no authentic proof. نعم ذكر ذلك ابن السنة في أعمال اليوم والليل. But it's very, very strange. So we say that it's not preferable to say. It's not preferable to say, okay? So don't say this. It's very, very weak. Very, very weak. Then what do you say? What do you say? You say, if you go from your home, you say, first of all, dua, before you're going to move. What do you say? What do you say when you get out of your move? Bismillah. So, توكلت على الله ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يتلقى الشيطان فيقول فيلقى شيطانا آخر فيقول كيف لك برجل كفي ويقلي وحسن. هذا الرجل مسلم صحيح. فقيل بسم الله توكلت على الله ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. Then you say what is narrated and that is Allah أعوذ بالله العظيم وبوجهه الكريم وسلطانه القديم من الشيطان الرجيم. And that if you want to enter the night. Okay? After saying بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله اللهم اغفر لي ذنوبي اللهم افتح لي أبواب رحمتك. If you are going to Salat al-Fajr, it is preferable to say اللهم اجعل لي في قلبي نورا وفي لساني نورا وفي سمعي نورا وفي بصري نورا ومن أمامي نورا ومن خلفي نورا ومن فوقي نورا ومن تحتي نورا وعن يميني نورا وعن يساري نورا اللهم اجعل لي في نفسي نورا وعظم نورا. هذا حديث وجه مسلم وسعيد بن عباس رضي الله عنه. We can repeat it. Or if anyone knows it, in order to remind our brothers. Again, اللهم اجعل لي في قلبي نورا وفي لساني نورا وفي سمعي نورا وفي بصري نورا ومن أمامي نورا ومن خلفي نورا ومن فوقي نورا ومن تحتي نورا وعن يميني نورا وعن يساري نورا اللهم اجعل لي في نفسي نورا وعظمني نورا. What a great Allah يعني النور يا أخي نور. إذا جعل الله سبحانه وتعالى puts light in your heart, that's the real enlightenment. Wallah al-Azim, you will be illuminated, you will be enlightened. You're going to see the things, you're going to give them the Quran to distinguish, especially in these days. Fitan, shahawat, shubuhat. Now, you didn't have the knowledge, and also we can, what do you expect? Very easy to be abducted. Very easy. And look at this now, look when they realize the Quran is irrational. The Quran is invalid. The claims of the Quran can't be proven. Very easy to be distracted. Very easy. When they read some of those who are, aggressive, and they come to you are going astray, you are deluded, you are, and when they are saved, you are religious people, you're backward. What are you talking about? We are in the 21st century. Very easy to be attacked. You're going to find that they're very easy to be sneaky. Why? Because they never said Allahumma ja'alni fi qalbi nur. Never. No knowledge, no iman. What do you expect? What do you expect? Yeah, but what is it? What are the consequences? No knowledge, he can't respond. He can't respond. Secondly, there is no strong iman to protect him. What do you expect? Very easy. Very easy. Because he is attacked continuously, systematically, and he can't respond. You will be on this. Put in this matter, in this battle. Yeah. So, we should teach them, اللهم اجعل في قلبي نورا وعلى كل شيء نورا وفي السمع نورا وفي البصر نورا ومن امامي نورا ومن خلفي نورا ومن فوقي نورا ومن تحتي نورا وعن يميني نورا وعن يساري نورا وعزم نورا اللهم اجعل في نفسي نورا وعزم نورا. حتى تجي وسلم بسم الله توكلت على الله ولا حول ولا قوه الا بالله. اوكي. عند هذا السنه اللهم احنا كنا سلمه. احنا الحبيب اللهم اني اعوذ بك ان اضل او اضل. اللهم اني اعوذ بك ان اضل او اضل او اذل او اذل او اظلم او اظلم او اجهل الاسلام. هذا تستوي الورد. Would you know it? Who knows it? Who knows it with okay, translate. اللهم اني اعوذ بك ان اضل او اضل. Do your best. Yes. Abu Adam, mashallah. اللهم اعوذ بك ان اضل او اضل او اضل. Yeah, that's what he said. That's correct. Yes. اللهم اني اعوذ بك ان اضل او اضل او اذل او اضل. If you accept it from me, this is your homework. You have to memorize it and understand its meaning. When you get out of your home, say it. Just say it. حتى الله جل وعلا يحفظ. قلنا من قلب صادق. Say it from an honest heart. والله العظيم you're going to know the protection that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes. So, أو أذل أو ذل. Okay, so he's gonna. It's covered to listen. اللهم اني اعوذ بك ان اضل او اضل او اذل او اذل او اظلم او اظلم او اجهل او اجهل. ذنوب ويقول اللهم اني اسالك بحق السائلين عليك وبحق من شاء هذا فاني لم اخرج اثرا ولا بطرا ولا رياء ولا سمعه خرجت اتقاء سخطك وابتغاء مرضاتك اسالك ان تنقذني من النار وان تغفر لي ذنوبي انه لا يغفر الذنوب الا انت. You say, oh Allah, I ask you by the right of the petitioner on you and the right of this work of mine, for I did not come out to boasting, arrogant, sure enough for seeking favor. I came out to fear from your anger and to seek your pleasure. I ask you to save me from the fire and forgive me my sins. For no one but you forgive this. This hadith also is weak. But even if we accept it, it says he أسألك بحق السائلين عنك. Now, does Allah Jalla wa'ala, is there a right of the slave upon Allah? إلا بلى. قال يا معاذ ادري من حق الله على العباد وحق العباد على الله الصحيحين. قال الله ورسوله أعلم. قال حق الله على العباد أن يعبدوه ولا يشركوا به شيئا. وحق العباد على الله أن يدخلوا من الجنة. الله أن لا يعذب من لا يشرك به شيئا. قال يا رسول الله هل لا أثبت الناس؟ قال لا خصوصا أن يستكبروا. وكان معاذ رضي الله عنه يخبر بهذا الحديث يتحرز من الاسم يعني من كمال العلم وإلا ما يخبر به. لأن الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم قال خصوصا أن يستكبروا. يعني كان رديف النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم على حمار. ثم التفت إليه فقال يا معاذ تدري ما حق الله إلى آخره. So there is a right of the slave upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said. So here, it's not this right. It is أسألك بحق السائلين عليه. So what he is asking by, he is asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by one of his attributes. And one of his attributes subhanahu wa ta'ala is to answer the petition. That's one of his attributes. كما قال الله تعالى أني يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه. سبحانه وإذا سألك عبادي عني فإني قريب أجيب دعوة الداعي إذا دعاه. By the way, if you can translate upon this verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says وإذا سألك عبادي عني فإني قريب. In all the verses in Surah Al-Baqarah, ويسألونك عن الأهلة قل هي مواقيت للناس. يسألونك عن المحيط قل هو عذر. يسألونك ماذا ينفقون قل ما أنفقتم من خير قل. Here when he says وإذا سألك عبادي عني, he didn't say قل إني قريب أو فقل إني قريب, لأن هذه حتى لها مزية يعني التعقيد. Yes, they ask, I will answer. And the answer from the Islamic perspective, it does not mean that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you what you want. Because sometimes if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you what you want, that's the destructive rule. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is either will answer you, كما قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ما من عبد يدعو الله تعالى بغير إثم ولا قطيعة رحم إلا أعطاه الله تعالى إحدى ثلاث: إما أن يجيبه وإما أن يدخر وإما أن يصرف عنه من الشر مثلها وإما أن يدخرها له يوم القيامة. So that's the answer from the Islamic perspective. It's either that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala كما قال جل وعلا ولو يؤجر الله للناس الشر استعجالهم بالخير فقضي إليه من أجله. Allah جل وعلا is the most merciful. If we ask him and he will give us whatever, فَدْرِي بَعْضَ النَّاسِ Allah جل وعلا make him poor because he is rich. The richness is his factor that will lead him to the hellfire. And some people, the good for them is to be rich, not to be poor. كما قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم جاهل مستكبر أو شيمة زاني. So anyway, إذا سألك عبادي عني بكيف فإني يصطاد من شك سبحانه وتعالى فإني قريب أجيب دعوة الداعي إذا دعاني. So when you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this hadith, you are asking, and if you accept it as an authentic, but we. But even if we accept it, we say that you are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by one of his attributes, and one of his attributes subhanahu wa ta'ala is that he answers the petitioner. From the Islamic perspective of answer, responding. It's not just, oh Allah, I want a car. Please Allah, I want a car. I don't want just to get out of my home, but I want a car. Allah does not work the way that you want. But when let us say Allah wants to get it, well, I will try. I will try. It's not Allah. ما عندكم ينفد وما عند الله باق. So we have to understand this, that we don't ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by the right of the slave upon him, above him subhanahu wa ta'ala, but we are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by one of his attributes, which is to answer the petitioner, the asker, what he's doing. Yes, that answering from the Islamic perspective is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is either will give you what you ask, ما لم تدعو بقطيعة ما لم تدعو بإثم أو قطيعة رحم. Except if you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala something that is unpredictable. Oh Allah, I want a box of beer. This is haram, this is اعتداء. Allah جل وعلا ولا تعتدوا. ادعوا ربكم تضرعا وخفية إنه لا يحب المعتدين. This is part of الاعتداء في الدعاء. So even a dua has adab, not just to raise your palms and palms and you are expecting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to answer you. وهذا كما قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. What about your food? الحلال. قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: إن الله طيب لا يقبل إلا طيبا. ثم ذكر الرجل يطيل السفر، أسعد، أنظر، يمد يديه إلى السماء: يا رب يا رب. وملبسه الحرام، ربا، gambling, usury, gambling, cheating, stealing. ومطعمه الحرام، وملبسه ومشربه الحرام، دخان, cigarettes, a day and night cigarettes, شيشة, crack, معسل, ومشربه حرام، وملبسه حرام، حرير، ذهب، والصور. قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: فأنا يستجاب له. Very unlikely that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will answer. He does not say that you want to answer him. He says, فأنا يستجاب. Very unlikely that he will answer. And again, from the Islamic perspective of answering, so that's the proof. فهذا أطل مطعمك، قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم سعد بن أبي وقاص: أطل مطعمك تكون استجابة الدعوة. Make your food halal. From halal meaning that the money that you are buying is halal. And also, the very food that you are eating is halal. And also, you don't steal it. You respect it. Okay? So, بالنسبة لأطل مطعمك تكون مستجابة الدعوة. That's what he said to Sa'd. That's when أهل الكوفة يوزع الأمير. كما الكوفة سعد بن وقاص رضي الله عنه. And أهل الكوفة complained to Umar. They say that he is not a good ruler. No, he said he's not a good ruler. Then Umar رضي الله عنه called him. ماذا تفعل؟ ما الذي سمعنا عنه؟ فقال رضي الله عنه: أما وإني لا أعدل بينهم بالسلام، وأصلي في يوم صلاة رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم، أسجد في الركعتين وأخفف ما استطعت. فقال: هذا الظن بك يا أبا إسحاق. ثم لما اشتد عليهم المسير أرسل عمر رضي الله عنه لجنة تحري فأرسل إلى الكوفة. When they visited the masajid, and in one of the masajid, one found it, an advantage to complain about Sa'd. Then he said: أما والله إنه لا يعدل بالسوية ولا يرضى في القضية ولا نعرف من صلاته إلا ما صلى. He does not know how to pray. He's talking about Sa'd al-Waqqas. He said: لقد رأيتني وأنا سابع سبعا في الإسلام. But he's saying that he does not know how to pray. And he is not just. انظر إلى سعد رضي الله عنه. He says: Oh Allah, Ya Allah, if this man has stood up only for the purpose of showing up and to hurt me, اللهم فلا تمت. اللهم أطل عمره. اللهم أطل عمره واجعله عرضة للفتن. The Rawi, Abdullah ibn Khabbab, is saying that I swear by Allah that he lived for more than 90 and he was chasing women at that age. لأن سعد قال له: أطل مطعمك وتكون من استجاب الدعوة، وكان من المستجابين الدعوة رضي الله عنه وارضاه. So this is the first one that Allah Jalla wa Ala will ask you. Will give you what you ask him. Either holy or private. Secondly, or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will remove the calamity that it has the same level of that you are asking. بعض العلماء كما قال ابن بيتكلم: إن القدر والدعاء يتعالجان في السماء، فأيهما غلب كانت له. So, Allah will remove, will protect you from things that will harm you, and you subhanAllah will be more to realize that. Subhanallah, Yusuf, subhanallah, that Allah gave me this. And if you remember that you were asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for something and Allah didn't give you, but He prevented harm, accident or something, or a bad choice, college, job, or whatever. Or thirdly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will choose it for you in the hereafter, in that day where you desperately need it. He will choose it for you. So that's the Islamic perspective about answer. So anyway, that will be what he said. Then he said, فإذا سمع الإقامة فلم يرفع إليها. لقول صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا قيمت الصلاة ركعتوها وأنتم تفعلون معتوها وأنتم عليكم السكينة فأدركتم فصلوا وما فاتكم فاتوا. And if you heard the Iqamah, the close to initiate the prayer, he should not fly to it. Because of the statement of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when the Iqamah is called, do not come to it the prayer sliding, but come to it with tranquility. Whatever you pass with the congregation, pray it. And whatever you miss, complete it. قال وإذا أقيمت الصلاة فلا صلاة إلا المكتوبة. And when the Iqamah is called, there should be no prayer aside from the one prescribed, mandatory. Because the Prophet said that, قال الزهد وإذا كنت حديث هذا المرأة رضي الله عنه في صحيح مسلم وإذا قيمت الصلاة فلا صلاة إلا المكتوبة. We should allow this a little bit here. Now, when the Iqamah is made, and you have embarked in the Salah, you have started the Salah, just have it, like the 2 rak'ah between Adhan, or Tahiyyat al-Masjid. And the Imam, or even Salah, مثلا ركعتين قبل الفجر, okay? And the Imam makes the Iqamah. Now we are saying, if you have, lift your back, meaning that you make up from the ruku' in the second rak'ah, okay, in the second rak'ah, then we say completed quickly. But if you don't complete it, meaning that you have completed the first rak'ah, for example, and you are standing in the second rak'ah, we're saying you have to come it. قوله صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا أقيمت الصلاة فلا صلاة إلا المكتوبة. لا صلاة الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم. Okay? Some scholars say that if you make the first ruku', then you complete it quickly. But the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم says لا صلاة. But if you make the second ruku', now you have made the salah, right? Now the Prophet, then this text is not applied to you. Because the Prophet says لا صلاة, and you made the salah. So now we are saying to you, if you made the second ruku' of the second rak'ah, and you lift your back up, then we are saying to you, complete it quickly. If you don't, you have to cut it. Your prayer is nullified. The Prophet ﷺ, لا صلاة إلا المكتوبة. إذا أقيمت الصلاة, so, فلا صلاة إلا المكتوبة. لا صلاة, the Prophet ﷺ said. So, just so you have to go in order to realize the truth of that. What do you pray? What do you pray? Yeah, and you intended to be? Yes, then no, you have to cut it because you have not completed it. If you want to continue, yes, you can. According to the majority, by the way. However, and one of the opinions that you can't change. You can't change. Just write it down, please. Let's huh? You can't do a video. Don't do like this or what. I'm not afraid. He just continued. قال وإذا أتى المسجد قدم رجله اليمنى في الدخول يكون الصادق. قال وإذا أتى المسجد قدم رجله اليمنى في الدخول وقال بسم الله. يقدم رجله اليمين. مد لأن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم كان يغضبه التونس في طهوره وتنعله وترجله وفي شأنه كله. Everything that is honored, we go with the right, right side. If everything that is not respected, we go with our left. قال بسم الله. من يقول بسم الله؟ قول صلى الله عليه وسلم بسم الله في الصحيح. والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. اللهم اغفر لي ذنوبي وافتح لي أبواب رحمتك. أولا اللهم اغفر لي ذنبي وافتح لي أبواب رحمتك. And they all have the same meaning. Here is it. So ذنبي مضاف. والمضاف يدل على العموم. قال وافتح لي أبواب رحمتك. And when he arrives at the masjid, he will put forward his right foot and his friend and say, Bismillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulullah. اللهم اغفر لي ذنوبي وافتح لي أبواب رحمتك. In the name of Allah, peace and blessings on the messenger of Allah. Oh Allah, forgive my sins and open for me the gate of your mercy. And also we should say, أعوذ بالله العظيم وبوجهه الكريم وسلطانه القديم من الشيطان الرجيم. He should say that. قال وإذا خرج قدم رجله اليسرى. That's what he says. وقال ذلك يعني بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. إلا أنه يقول وافتح لي أبواب فضلك. اللهم اغفر لي ذنوبي أو اللهم اغفر لي ذنبي وافتح لي أبواب فضلك. And when he walks out, he should put forward his left foot and say the same except that he will say وافتح لي أبواب فضلك and open for me the gate of your favor. So then we are done. And now the door is open for questions. Yes. Yeah, when you pray, catch a prayer. Don't do like some brothers. What is this? Yeah, I saw in Haram, you see a lot of things here, like this, maybe. Like he's ready to fly. Okay? Or some of them to say like this. As-salamu alaykum. And the haram, like this. Yani, to show himself that I'm trained, or I'm not a trained. I'm not a trained. That's it. It's your heart. Huh? I don't know. But this is all of these are all the stuff. If you continue to do them, this will be bid'ah wa ya'udhu billah. So these good things. Yeah. Huh? No, why you see them? Because in Ramadan. Well, now with the Mecca, you see it, from different places from all around the world. Now, when they make a start, now they want to eat. And also, they want to pray in the Haram, because, in the Salah, 100,000 or something. So, they want to eat, they are hungry, and also they want to pray. While the time is very short between them. It's about only, 5 to 7 minutes sometimes. This is crowded. So when they start to pray, and the Muslim missed the Iqamah, we feed them, because we eat with them. I know why we do it. في رمضان يعني قهوة وتمر وإيش هذا يقول كان